We'll stick him right down here. That way, he gets a front row seat to grinding, scraping, and most of all, he knows how to have fun. I've made the decision today to switch from my blue springs and go ahead and switch over to my red. The reason being is I do run reds on the rear, and it's a lot stabler and sturdier. I have noticed that as I've been riding these trails and doing some of the big air, that these blues, if you can look, they're thinner windings than the red here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these out because I want a little bit more stable of a ride in the front because it controls your turning. So today I'm going to be swapping these out. The way this works, this keeper that keeps the top of the spring engaged, is a little keeper screw. So that releases to where I can pop the spring out. I came back from Ohio and a couple other rides, and I made sure I had to tighten these up just a little bit. You know, it's like I said before, when you go out on rough trails, rough terrain, you come back and you want to check all of your gear, including up here. I see that's a little bit loose, so I'll go ahead and cinch that in a little bit. Check both top and bottom. So those are tight. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to getting these springs out. So what I did is I compressed that bottom one, gave me gap, and then pulled this out. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of thread lock so I don't overdo it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this keeper in the top here. This is what the set, I call it a set screw, goes in, and that's what will isolate this top cap from wiggling around on the other side of that. Compress that other side, slide that in, and there's your spring installed. Then I go ahead and reinstall the set screw. This set screw also not only keeps the spring engaged, it also can compress the spring that way and give you a little bit more of a stiffer ride. It's engaged. There's a tiny little gap there which pushes the spring that way, which gives it a little bit more tension and a little bit harder turning radius. See the screw in there? That is how to swap out these springs. For the Telum, if you feel like you want a sturdier ride, swap these blue out for the orange. I'm going to take it for a ride. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it, just a little more stable on the trail. For street riding, if you want to carve, you're probably going to want to have these on. And